The former president speaking at his golf club in New Jersey, surrounded by groceries, for a press conference his advisors said would focus on the economy.
We're going to have a crash like a 1929 crash if she gets in.
Harris's running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, accusing Trump of rooting for economic catastrophe.
Democrats literally lie every 4 years about what they will say will happen. What makes you think she isn't lying about literally everything she's saying? You're not wrong about this. Democrats have consistently lied about what they're going to end up doing. The difference in this circumstance is that you have to pay attention to what they're lying about and what they've done so far. On the issue of the economy, the Biden administration has actually pursued through the federal regulatory bodies a pretty radical agenda. That's not a joke. That's not a lie. That is real. That is something that they did. But more importantly than that, Democrats ultimately never make proclamations of this sort. This is new. On the one hand, they literally are pushing for economic policies that they don't openly fucking state ever. Things that are like, will immediately be considered like communist, socialist, radical, crazy by the Republicans that they shy away from usually. But on the other hand, they've completely swapped the ticket on stuff like protections for immigrants, protections for migrants and things of that nature. They've actually shifted on that entirely. If we are looking at this with respect to like what the Democrats have put forward, usually this is one of the boldest agendas that I've ever seen. One thing that Kamala Harris said that I found very interesting was, if I win the Senate, we'll do this, right? She literally has said, like, once we win Congress and the White House, we will pass this. So that's a really interesting way to message. That's number one. Number two, a lot of the policies that she's talking about, some of the policies that she's talking about does not require congressional power. Some of the things that she's talking about are directly done through the federal regulatory agencies, which she would have control over. So that is actually really fucking solid. Okay? Mentioning congressional support also adds a cushion for failure. It's also honest. And I don't know why they don't do that more frequently, because it's good to also mention congressional approval in this situation. I think it helps the down ballot chances. There are obviously Senate races on the same ballot. There are House races on the same ballot that could tilt in the direction of the Democratic Party's control over both the House of Representatives and the Senate and the fucking White House. So that's like a good thing that I think you should be communicating overall.
Trump went from discussing inflation to weighing in on the weight of electric trucks to calling Harris a communist. Some of his own Republican supporters have begged him to focus on policy, but Trump making it clear he's not going to change.
I think I'm entitled to personal attacks. I don't have a lot of respect for her. I don't have a lot of respect for her intelligence, and I think she'll be a terrible president. And I think it's very important that we win. And whether the personal attacks are good, bad, I mean, she certainly attacks me personally. She actually called me weird. He's weird.
It's also great that they're doing the "you're weird, we want to help people, you just want to fucking talk shit" about things that nobody cares about. And you can tell that that's good because Donald Trump is responding to it like a little baby.